Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my life. If you haven't already seen, I've changed the channel name to Kelly's Chaos because that's just what's going on, alright? We're gonna divert a little bit away from plants, I think. Maybe. I still have plants, obviously. I don't have as many as I did. Today is going to be a planty video. I'm going to show you the philodendrons that survived all of my neglect and the outdoors. Like I think I said in the last video, I didn't water the plants for 3-4-ish months because there's too much going on. And then last ditch effort, I put them all outside to let the sunshine either kill them or save them. And all of my climbing philodendrons, I believe except for one, survived. So I'm going to go through those and show you those. The Hoyas are all inside. Nothing I think has completely died, but I'm holding off. I watered these guys earlier this week. It's their first watering inside. And I'm going to wait probably a month-ish to see if that kills any of them or not before I show you, because, I just would rather wait until they're all dead, I guess, fully dead before I show you. Anyway, we're just going to get into it. I don't know if you can see, this is a little scooter. I hurt my ankle, so getting around and doing things is a little difficult right now. My house is kind of small and weirdly shaped, I guess, angled. So I have a scooter for the main part of the house and then crutches for the other areas where the scooter doesn't work out. Yeah. So this room is still chaos, just a little heads up. I think I'm going to keep, I don't know. I keep going back and forth between keeping plants in here and then also making it half a guest room, or making my other room a half closet / guest room / rearranging the entire house. So I don't know yet. Still don't know. And I can't really do anything because my ankle is still hurt. So all I can do is sit around and think about all the different things I want to try to see what I like. But anyway, what we're going to do today is I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you all of my philodendron. I think I have 24, the climbing philodendron. I think I had 25. One died, so I think I'm down to 24. I'm not 100% sure. I'll count later. All right, so I'm just going to grab what's closest to me, and that's just what we're going to do for now. I'll pause if I have to go farther. All right, so the first one I'm going to show you is my Philodendron Red Emerald. So this plant, as you can see, I kind of put the stem down, pinned the stem down because I had rotted the roots months ago before I neglected the plants. I overwatered it and I rotted the roots, but the stem was still good. And I think some of the roots inside were okay, but it had lost the majority of its leaves. It might have only had, I think, this leaf left, which is starting to go out. That's the oldest leaf on the stem. So yeah, it had just this leaf left. I pinned it down and I said, let's see what happens. And this is what happened with all the neglect and being outside, and we have a new leaf unfurling. I do think there's going to be a little bit of a shock with some of the newer leaves that unfurl. Just because they're going from outside to inside, which I have the LED garage light system going on up there, but it's not the sunshine, so that's just what it is. I'm not going to clean up these plants too much. I'm just going to go through them and show you, just because my ankle and it's hard to reach things. So Philodendron Red Emerald. I'll show you the back. They have the nice red veining, and I'm not sure if you could see it, but the edges of the leaves are kind of red. You could see it more in person. I think a little bit better on the back, maybe. You can kind of see the red outline. I think so. So this is what we got going on. It's very cute. This is just a straight up growing plant. So it's starting to climb again, I guess. So I am curious to see if the stem that's pinned down will eventually send out a new shoot, because that would be cool to kind of like fill out the pot, because this looks a little funky, but I have the stick that I can probably use to train this guy to come more in the center if I need to. All right. First philodendron I've shown you. All right, let's try to figure out how to do this without hurting myself or any plants. All right, the next plant is a heavier one. Oh, do I need 2 hands? No, maybe. Okay. All right. Next plant is my Philodendron Ava or Ava. Let me see if I can pull out the tag a little bit. Eva. Philodendron Eva, and this is the green version of the what's it called? Philodendron Golden Goddess, I think so. I have it. It's over there. But we're looking at this one now. So this one has done really well. You can see down here all the bare vines. It's like a little bamboo jungle, it looks like. But these vines, as you can see over here, will put out new shoots. And then, I tie them up and try to make it more together, but it's fine. The leaves are smaller. They used to come in a lot bigger, but, if you neglect it, what do you expect, right? Smaller leaves. I do think as I start taking better care of this and start giving it maybe some food, some plant food. What is it called? Nutrition? Whatever it is. The blue powder from Miracle Grow. The leaves will grow bigger again, and the vines will shoot out, and it'll be. I'm very confident that this plant will bush out again and be a very beautiful plant soon. So, like this plant right here, this leaf is coming in new, and it looks already bigger than the leaves on top. So, and it's still growing. We're going to let it keep growing, see what happens. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get all of my plants back together and figure out what I want to do with all of them. All right, what can I reach? What can I reach? We're going to stand and try not to fall. Okay. The next one. Ooh, okay, whoa, all right, I almost fell. It's all right, it's cool. Philodendron Majesty. So this is a dark-leafed philodendron. Nice dark maroon green leaves. The backs are the beautiful maroon. The greens is the top is a very dark green. And this is what we got going on. Like I said, a lot of the philodendrons have lost a lot of the lower leaves due to me neglecting it, and it's just is what it is. They will bounce back, and if they don't, maybe I will grow the courage to chop and prop them. We have some new growth coming up here. It's a little stuck. Do I just pull? Just a little bit. Just because we're going from outside in the summer where it was more humid to inside, and now it's like almost winter, it feels like, and it's definitely drying up. So I do know I'm going to have to maybe just take note of leaves that are getting stuck and decide if I want to help them or not. Hold on. I need 2 hands. I don't know if you can see. Maybe if I just pull it down here. Is that a better view for you? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't want to rip anything else. Oh, we got it. All right, we got it off. And then sometimes what I like to do is I just like to try to unroll the leaf. I feel like if it was stuck there, it just needs a little bit of extra help, and I just unroll it. I don't try to bend it back or anything, but I let the leaf know it can unfurl. And in here, we have another leaf coming out of this sheath. I don't know, you probably can't see that. So I'm glad I didn't just rip it off. I do know that, well, I'm pretty sure I know that some philodendrons, like once they hit a certain maturity level or something, they change their growth pattern. And I think this one just did it, where it used to be like a nodal. It would send out a petiole and then a leaf from a node, but now it looks like it's doing it from the sheath. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more information. Be greatly appreciated. But this is what she looks like. Again, another one I'm excited to start growing back out and looking good. I have no real plans on what I want to do. I'm just going to move you really quick with most of these plants. Obviously, I want to keep them, but do I want to repot them? Do I want, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with these plants. A little frustrating, but it is what it is. So, all right, we're going to move some of these other plants out of the way to get to this one. Okay, I hope we don't knock anything over. Oop, almost did. Move these guys back. All right, the next plant I'm going to show you is my Philodendron Sellum New Red. So, I don't know if you can read that, but this is the bare node. But the top of the plant is looking pretty good. Again, the leaves are smaller than they have been in the past because of me. It just, it is what it is. The edges of these leaves are red. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it a little bit, I think. The backs are like a brownie color, and it's a dark green color leaf. The stems are a beautiful maroon. I think you can see that. It does eventually get a little woody, but the stems and the petioles are like a beautiful dark maroon. Yeah, and I think I was having some type of like rust or something going on, or you get like the little yellow dots. But all the newer leaves that came out while it was outside, I don't think have that. So maybe that's like a thing. Like if you have rust on your plants, just bring them outside. Again, I have no idea. And don't do that when it's really cold. But I don't know. Maybe that just like helps it. Yeah. This is what she looks like from the top. Really pretty. I really am tempted to kind of cut and start over these plants, but I feel like I need to let them relax for a little bit. Let them reacclimate to being taken care of at all before I start like cutting them up. So this is what we got. And then, all right, we got 2 more that are over here. And then we have 8 in this corner and then 8 in this corner. So I'm going to grab these 2, pause you, and then rearrange so I can reach. All right, that's the game plan. I'm going to go for the farthest one. Over here. Okay. Ooh. All right. This is Philodendron Camposportianum. A lot of bare stem. And then we got some happy new leaves, some happy new growth up here. This is a plant. It is a very prolific grower. I have to put the brakes on over here. Okay, I had to fix my scooter brake. But yeah, you can see all these aerial roots. This plant will stick to your wall and climb it. I have like root marks on my newly painted room walls because it started climbing my walls. I like this plant. I think it's very prolific. This is a weed. This is definitely like 100% a weed. If you grow it in your house, it's going to be everywhere. And if that's what you want, go for it. Just know it will climb on your walls and leave marks. I like it. I do think it gets a little unruly, and I do think I need to kind of maintain this plant a little bit more because this plant is one vine and it's been wrapped around itself 3 times. Like all the way up and down 3 times between the two sticks I have. So, and it's branched off. It's a huge plant at this point. And I am very confident that every single one of these nodes are going to pop off new branches when it comes to spring. That's how prolific this plant is. So I have to maintain this plant a little bit just so like I have space, you know, because that's just what it is. So yeah. Philodendron campopostianum. Don't fall. It's also very top heavy. So it gets a little precarious. You can still see it. It's still here. Alright. Last one I can reach easily is my Philodendron Sellum Ruby. Philodendron Sellum Ruby. And this one does not look good. It's still like very floppy. It has new babies coming up at the bottom. So I don't know if the plant is just kind of giving up on this higher part of the plant or if it's just taking a little bit longer to acclimate. Or it's trying to do too much. It's got babies down here. It's trying to give these plants up here. This plant probably needs a repot. It's in a smaller, like little 5-inch pot. So yeah, I probably have to repot this plant. I do have bigger pots now because I've had so many other plants go. I have enough 6-inch pots to repot probably every plant in this room. But yeah, this is just, it's a longer leafed philodendron. It's cute. It has like a medium green leaf and then on the back just one very dark vein down the center. The edges also have a little tinge of red. Not sure if you can be able to pick that up on these, but it is there. The stem, I think, comes in a little bit pinkish, but then it fades to green. Let's see, as you can see, like it starts getting greener the farther down you go. It's overall a cute plant, you know. I like it. I think, do I need this one and the new Sellum or whatever it is, the new Ruby Sellum? Probably not, but I have them and they're living, so maybe I'll pot them together and just like see what happens. Who knows? Maybe. Right. It could happen. All right. I'm going to pause you and I'll see you soon. So actually, we're going to wrap this up here. I forgot I have to go run and do something. So this is going to be part 1, I guess, of my philodendron collection video series. I don't know if this is going to be like a 2-parter or a 3-parter, who knows, but this is the first part. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of these plants, and how decimated did they get for you? Most of these had like 2 or 3 leaves on it by the time I brought them outside. They were full bushy plants. They looked so good, and it just happens. Life happens, and sometimes, you know, you got to prioritize different things, and guess what? Plants get bumped down when other things have to get done. So this is gonna be it for this video. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing, I guess. And how's the chaos on your end? Until next time. I'm so tired and I haven't done this in a while. So until next time, relax, plant, peace out.